Hey y'all, it's Taro. You're watching Control.Collapse, where you watch me draw and listen to me ramble about whatever I'm thinking about at the time. This week, I had my friend come over and I actually told him about a situation that I watched go down on TikTok. I did take notes, so I tried to be as accurate as possible whenever I was telling him about it, but, I'm not by any means claiming that this is the full story or that my word is truth. It's all alleged. It's just TikTok drama, and all the information that I could gather from an outside viewer. Any personal information that I mention in the video about the people involved in the situation is information that I was able to find publicly, either on their TikTok or Instagram accounts. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoy.
Recording now.
Yeah.
Let's keep that in. I'm trying really hard to, take this serious.
The drama is from a child knocking down a table.
Oh my god.
In, a small business, and the table cost $1,600.
And how old is this child?
3. And it's a marble table.
How?
Okay, all will be explained.
Okay.
I guess, I feel like I don't even know where to start. Because the first video is the mom, freaking out, asking TikTok what to do. So, Kathy, aka Beautihut on TikTok and Instagram and everything.
Yeah.
She went on a vacation to the beach with her 3-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
78-year-old mom. And her husband. And she decided to take the 3-year-old and the mom out for ice cream. This, cute little boutique, Hazelnut boutique.
Yeah.
It's the store is a cute, clothes, and the other half is coffee and stuff.
Yeah.
Goes to the counter to pay for everybody, and then the grandma is holding the kid on her lap, and they're sitting in an inside booth of a table.
Yeah.
And these tables are really interesting. Because it's not a dining table. It's in fact a console table for a TV, so it only has 2 legs. Which is why it's marble, so it's very top heavy.
Okay.
And then, so the mom's over at the counter trying to pay. It's a busy store. The daughter, the 3-year-old daughter, she tries to push the table away from her, like you can do with most tables that have 4 legs and are stable enough.
Oh, so she didn't know.
Yeah, because she's 3.
Right?
She sees the table start to tip. 3-year-old's not going to understand what they have to do to correct it, to stop it from falling, much less be strong enough to do that. So anyways, there's this huge bang, because it's a marble table.
Yeah.
There's differing reports on how heavy it is. I know Mom came out and said that it was 600 pounds in her first video.
Yeah.
But later people have claimed that it's 108 pounds, and most of the people that I've seen talking about it say it's around 300 to 400 pounds. So that's kind of iffy. But either way, that table fell to the ground, huge bang, and pieces broke off of it and stuff. It could have really hurt somebody that.
Yeah, for sure.
Worth noting that the mom is a RN. She works in dermatology, but still to be an RN you have to have basic medical training and stuff anyways.
Yeah.
No matter what field you're going into. And she said that in her opinion, if somebody's leg had gotten caught underneath it, or if anyone was in the way, then they could have had to have it amputated.
Oh.
It could have been that serious. Much less if it had been her 3-year-old.
Right.
So everyone's freaking out. She doesn't actually see the whole thing go down. She just hears it because she's up at the counter trying to pay.
Yeah. So she didn't see the whole thing. She was just 1 minute the table's there and her child's there. The next thing you know, table's not there and the child's oh my god.
Yeah. There's 30 people surrounding her kid.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Good to know people are worried at least.
Right. So she goes to check on her daughter herself, obviously. Her kid's behaving very weird. In a state of shock, very frozen, not really reacting to anything.
Yeah, like, that would be traumatizing to any kid, really.
Yeah, and that, like, huge sound as a 3-year-old, yeah, and mom herself has, like, crippling anxiety.
Yeah.
Or anxiety that gets crippling sometimes is her exact words on that.
Yeah.
And that whenever she tried to go and check on her daughter, the staff, like, ushered her away from her. Which we'll get into why they did that later, which is, like, where shit gets dramatic.
Oh, that's not cool, though. Like, what are they doing? Why are they doing that?
Yeah.
Especially away from her kid.
So, the daughter's, like, not visibly injured, but she is behaving, like, very quiet, very reserved. And the mom says that her daughter is a chatterbox. It's not normal for her whatsoever. So then the staff, like, take her away from her kid, which, like, that's not the worst thing that happens, especially because the grandma's there. But Kathy talks to the staff, and she says that the only friendly person was Michael, really comforting her and, like, letting her know, hey, it's gonna be okay, whatever. It's like, I've both worked in the service industry. Like, I can understand if somebody's toddler knocks down a very expensive table, like, glaring at them and rolling your eyes at them because they just created so much work for you.
Not only that, like, that's an expensive table.
Yeah, and, like, you don't even know how to handle that.
That's probably going to come out of our paycheck, if anything.
Well, no,
depending on the
we'll get into what happens there.
Oh,
that's
no, it gets worse?
There's more drama. Okay. Then the girls, like, call the owner up. We don't know which one they called. Has been catching the most, like, hate for it because she was the original founder. But her sister does own and manage a couple of their locations. He really knows if it was Jenna or Kim on the phone. And we really won't know because they're twins. So we won't know unless they tell us. Owner's on the phone with the employees, and they're, like, handing the phone to Kathy.
Yeah.
She's still in the store, mind you. And the owner tells Kathy that she can't leave until she gets a credit card and an ID to charge her for the table.
Ew.
Why she says that? Because Kathy asks, hey, can you just, like, send, like, I'm happy to pay for this. Like, I understand y'all are a small business, whatever. Like, I'm happy to pay for it. But right now I need to take my daughter to urgent care. Because, again, Kathy did not see what happened.
Yeah.
And even then, now the kid is acting very shocked. And even though Kathy is an RN, she works in dermatology. So, it's just a good idea after something like this happens.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right. And, like, and the kid's a toddler, so it's not like she can fully articulate, like, what's going on with her.
Like, what? Yeah, like, she can't help that.
She wants to take her to the hospital. And, the owners were still like, no, you can't leave until we get a credit card and ID on file.
Which, like, I understand both sides, but, like, there comes a point where, like, something needs to be done.
Here's the thing. They have business insurance, and they like...
Oh, that explains more. Okay.
Yeah, so they lied about it, because you don't need the customer's credit card and their ID to file a business insurance claim. So they claimed that it was for insurance, but it was to bill her on the spot, which is not normal.
Isn't that illegal, though?
Yes, it is illegal.
Oh, what the fuck?
Under no circumstances can a business force you to stay, because it's not like they were calling the cops on her. If they were, like, trying to force her to stay to wait for law enforcement, that would be one thing, but they were trying to force her to stay until they charged the credit card. What it sounded like
that
to
is
me.
Not cool. What the fuck?
Yeah. And, like, apparently she had stayed, like, an extra 20 minutes already, and the owners were still on the phone with her being like, you break it, you buy it, that's our policy, like, you have to do this, da-da-da, being so rude about it whenever she literally, according to her at least, she had told them that she was more than happy to pay for it.
Okay, yeah, so they're just being, like...
Yeah, and they're not letting her leave and take her daughter to urgent care.
Ugh.
They were telling her that, like, she needed to call her husband to come down or whatever, because the husband's with them, too, like, there with them at the time. Also kept, like, threatening her, trying to, like, strong-arm her, being like, you break it, you buy it, it's on video, like, you can't leave. Like, what the fuck, bro? Also, she said that not once did the owner ask, like, if people were okay or if anyone was hurt or anything.
Oh.
Which is crazy, because if I owned a business, my first thought, like, even if I didn't care about people and was just thinking about money, I still would ask if anyone was okay, because that's a fucking, like, that could be a lawsuit if someone got hurt. So Kathy claims that she was never once argumentative or rude. All she did was ask for the bill to be sent later, which was, like, reasonable because it's a $1,600 charge. And she says that she was made to pay $1,600 immediately for the damage. Here's another thing. When the business finally, like, responded and put out a statement, there's a lot of things that conflict directly with what Kathy said in the original video. But after they put out the statement, Kathy also put out a statement that was basically a nothing burger, I accept this apology, even though they didn't even apologize once in their statement. I doubt we're going to get any more information from Kathy, and I don't think that Jenna or Kim have any interest in smearing their business further, so I don't think that we're going to get anything from them either.
Damn.
He did take the child to urgent care. The physician attending said that everything was fine, that the daughter was just in a state of shock.
Really so?
Yeah. So everything turned out fine. So Kathy's responded to a couple comments, like, since then, in between that and the company's official statement. He, like, went totally silent after. But people dug through their old videos and found that the table, like, the exact table, was wobbly before.
Oh.
Yeah, like, it's because it's like two legs and then the table on top, and it's made of marble, so it's top heavy and with this heavy ass marble, and it's not bolted to the ground. I feel like we should get more into what happened after in a little bit, but I want to talk about, like, actions of, like, the employees, because we're going after the employees pretty hard, and I think that they didn't actually do that much wrong. I think that they're just scared of their boss.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it's a busy day, you're working, whatever. Kid knocks in and, like, knocks over an expensive table. Reasonable to get annoyed.
Yeah.
Very reasonable to get annoyed. I have to assume that it was the employees that called the owner, obviously, after this happened. By this point, they still haven't really done much wrong, even if they were giving, like, mean girl vibes or whatever. Told them over the phone to not let Kathy or anybody else in their group leave.
Yeah.
Until she gets the information. Because they are employees, they're going to listen to their boss.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I feel like if I was in that situation, I might argue with my boss, especially because of, like, the whole, like, taking the kid to the ER thing and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, people that have worked in food service or, like, in general know that, like, power tripping bosses can be, like, super intense. And
absolutely.
Like,
I would know about that.
Right, like, it's obviously not right to, like, trap somebody in your store. Because,
no.
Right, at the end of the day, it's not even like it's, like, just a general manager or something like this. It's a small business. These are the owners of the store. Can understand, to some extent, just listening to your boss. Make any of what happened okay. But I don't think that the employees should be getting, like, as much shit as they currently are getting.
Agreed.
That the fault falls on the owner. Absolutely. Whoever was on the phone. We don't know which one. We don't know if it was Jenna or Kim yet, but whichever one was on the phone. And either way, it's bad. But Kathy's original video, people on TikTok found, like, the exact model of table and stuff online.
Right.
And it's an Anthropologie marble console table. So it is not, like, OSHA approved or anything to be used in, like, as dining.
And you in a world of OSHA violations.
Yeah, like, I actually don't know if OSHA is the correct regulatory body for that, because my understanding is that OSHA is mostly for protecting workers and not consumers. But,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, that don't sound right.
So people started spam calling, like, the health inspector in their area, so maybe that's who's in charge of that, but I really don't know. Because it's a console table, it's meant to be, like, put under a TV and be, like, a display piece.
Yeah.
The finish on it can't be cleaned, like, thoroughly enough for it to be safe to serve food on.
Yeah. So
there's drama with that as well.
Actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I am picturing, cute little, some sort of tiny mom and pop shop or something. That's what I'm picturing. So, do they have, like, a couch where this marble table is acting like a coffee table? Is that what
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's like a couch against a wall.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a couch / like booth type thing against a wall, and then they had like 3 of these console tables in front of it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Immediately, that's where you go wrong.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention, but in the first video, he doesn't know the exact model of the table at all.
Right.
Specifically refers to it as a granite table, which TikTok later found out it is not granite, it's marble.
Yeah.
Did say that it was $1,600 and that they threatened to charge her $1,600. And whenever TikTok found the table, that's how much it costs. And this is important because later, the business will claim that they never threatened to charge her. But how would she know the price of the table but not the material it's made of if they didn't threaten to charge her?
That's fucked up. Ooh.
The timelines aren't timelining on this.
They're really not.
So the console table is supposed to have a wall behind it so that it can't be knocked over. If it was going to be used in that way, it should have at the very least be bolted to the floor.
I agree.
Especially because, like, in their promotional content, there's, like, this one specific video of Lee's, like, leaning on the table, like, taking a cute video with the drinks or whatever, but you can literally see the table damn near tip over then, too. Anyway, so a lot of people are saying that she should sue. That's unlikely. Nobody got hurt. That's the thing. Whenever you have a lawsuit, there has to be damages, and nobody got hurt. She did, in fact, get charged for that, and she hasn't been reimbursed. TikTok is just obsessed with, like, lawsuits and stuff and thinks that you can sue for everything, but that's really not true.
Yeah.
Maybe an emotional distress case, but she seems, like, again, you have to prove damage in that, and she's been, like, on her social media and stuff, like, she seems fine. Like, it's not like her life has changed because of, like, the trauma of this incident or anything, so I don't think she really has a case there either. He just denies that she was charged that money altogether. But she claims that she was made to pay it before she even left the building. But she also agreed with their statement, but she also never went back on her statement. So it's just a mess. Also, Kim, I wrote this in bold, has a 3-year-old daughter.
Oh my god. So she, okay.
Okay. It doesn't matter which owner was speaking at the moment, because Kim and Jenna are super close.
Yeah.
Kim has a 3-year-old daughter. Jenna has a 3-year-old niece. And they're gonna treat a mother that, like, this had just happened, like, on accident to. Like this, in their establishments.
Oh my god.
As if it's something that could literally fucking happen to them at any time.
Yeah, some people just have no sympathy.
Yeah, literally.
Just have no empathy. No, not sympathy. Sympathy's one thing. Empathy is a completely different ballgame.
The final note is that it was not an okay reaction to have as a business owner, but also as a mother, whether it's Jenna or Kim that did this. Especially, like both of them are very aware of, like, what it's like to have a 3-year-old around, because they also have a 3-year-old little girl in their life.
Absolutely.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say?
Just so messy. It's so incredibly messy.
You see what?
Obviously, I'm going to take, like, I'm gonna take the customer side on this one, and that's because that was her child. Like, she was obviously being watched and everything, right? Like, the grandma would have, at least I would hope, would have made sure, like, she wasn't, like, unruly or anything. It was definitely an honest accident. Like, it's not, I don't think a 3-year-old has that sort of capacity to do anything like that intentionally, you know?
I mean, I think they can definitely, once they
can learn that.
Once they hit, like, age 2, they definitely can, like, throw tantrums and be intentionally destructive. Obviously, they don't know the value of the things they're breaking. So you've seen the video now.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
It doesn't even look like the kid touched the table with her hand at all. Like, I don't know what a 3-year-old is supposed to look like, but she looks like she's, like, a bit of a lanky child, so she was probably readjusting on her grandma's lap, like... Maybe she's just a more like lengthy kid.
Right, like she literally just like barely touches the end of the table.
Right. Like maybe at most she was grabbing the table to like kind of support herself as she readjusts on her grandma's lap, and then the grandma like, reaching for it, but it's too late, like that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, and like you can't expect a 70 year like because the only thing we know, so I told you about how like we don't really know the weight of this table. The only thing we do know is that it takes two people to lift it. So you can't expect like a 78-year-old woman to be able to stop a table that heavy
Yeah, no,
from
she'd end up being
falling.
pulled forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Um,
So, like, it was a bit of a freak accident and wrong place, wrong time. They just so happened to be the people to finally, like, trigger
I
it.
think that this was like the luckiest that the business could have possibly been
Yeah.
because like for nobody to be standing in front of that table at the time is like
Definitely a very fortunate thing that nobody was hurt and nobody was, like, in proximity.
especially for the business because like we were saying earlier, if the table is in fact as heavy as like 400 or 300-400 pounds, then that could have meant amputation with somebody, which would have been like hundreds of
That would have
thousands of
scattered a leg.
yeah, if not
Absolutely.
millions of dollars in a lawsuit against the small business, which would have driven them completely out. So,
No, yeah, it would have absolutely like crushed the business. The business to take the whole incident so lightly and not even take any sort of accountability is absolutely insane.
they put out a statement, but the statement's literally just that, a statement. Like they don't apologize. They don't ever like say that they did anything wrong. They don't express remorse, regret, guilt, none of
No,
that.
they're just like, oh, we support them. It's okay. Love and light, hopes and prayers.
Right, literally.
Like not even.
Like I know they're from New Jersey, but like they look and act like they're Utah girlies.
Dang, that's rough.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why the table's wobbly.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I think we stopped filming now. I think the heat's getting to us.